Hey everybody, so I wanted to wait and see what happened with this one before I made a video, but I think we have as conclusive an outcome or thereabouts as we could hope for at this point. So I want to tell you today about the story of a woman named Joelle, who recorded her next door neighbor using her own car as a way to ram and push Joelle's car out of its parking spot on the street. The act itself was so outrageous, so egregious, that the internet just had to know what happened. Before we get to tea time though, let's review Joelle's original footage.
This is my next door neighbor hitting my car to push it out of the way. Good job. Just leave it.
That's how she moved it.
I know.
Take pictures of that. Just roll your car.
Mom.
What the is wrong with you?
You're insane, lady. Oh. Hey, guess what? You're insane, lady. What is wrong with you?
I talked to your family 3 times.
What the is wrong with you?
I don't want the car in front of
I
the
don't
house.
give a you want. You're insane. Look at this lady. She has a shovel. She has a shovel. You have a shovel. Did you see what you just did? Oh my God, yo. Go ahead. Go ahead. What do you want? Jesus Christ.
So, throughout the recording of this video, Joelle seems to be so dumbfounded by what she's seeing, the comically brazen overreaction and the, well, illegality of it all, that she can't help but laugh through the recording. I don't know, for me things reached peak absurdity when she pulled out the shovel, like she was going to bludgeon her with it over this incident. You can hear the woman say that she is doing this because she had already talked to Joelle's family about parking in front of her house 3 other times. Obviously, even if that were a spot this hooligan woman was legally and exclusively entitled to, this would have been uncalled for. But actually, no, as it turns out, this is a public parking spot on a public road, and like most suburbs, anyone who wants to park there is entirely entitled to. Now, it would be annoying to have a neighbor park in front of your house all the time. Yes, maybe, I don't think it's a stretch to say I could see that being frustrating. But there's about a football field of room between being frustrated and using your car as a battering ram in broad daylight. She essentially ceded any moral high ground she could have possibly had for that debate at that point. Naturally, people wanted to see more footage of the incident, and as luck would have it, Joelle did have more footage to share. But as users would later mention, this part of the video is a little bit on the shaky side, so try not to throw up while you watch this.
This lady's nuts. Wow. Oh my God, it looks like my first TikTok. Oh my God, Mom, she's gonna be all over TikTok. It's gonna be hilarious. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be all over TikTok. You're gonna be my first TikTok video, lady. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you so much. No, but now you've pushed my car and come at me with a shovel. That's even better.
Now, maybe I'm being presumptive, but something tells me that Joelle might get a kick out of this channel. So Joelle is in this video, clearly very aware of what she's capturing on video, right? She's laughing, cackling like a hyena, completely aware that she has struck gold here. Although I don't think the video got quite as much attention as it should have, with only about 26,000 likes as of this video's creation. I personally assumed when I first saw this video, when it was first published on TikTok, that it would get like many millions of views. I thought like, wow, this is one of the most egregious, ridiculous, insane things I've seen in a long time. And I see a lot of things that meet that description, you know? But anyway, Joelle cackles like a hyena as she records the shovel-bearing woman in the tomato costume run back to her front door, and you know, after parking her own car in the parking space she had just highly illegally cleared. Although the video ends without any police showing up, a bunch of TikTok citizens hounded her for an update, and only a few days later, about 3 days later, Joelle released a slew of videos, the first of which was this.
Hi guys. So I just want to update you on the Karen next door. By the way, thank you for all of your comments and your concerns. I appreciate them. And I just want to have a little compassion for all the ladies who are named Karen in the world and do not act like that lady does. So I just first off want to say that I do live on a street that is public parking. So we don't even have to switch sides, but it is free to park on my side of the street 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no matter whose house it is in front of. So we'll just start there. Second, she just doesn't want me parked in front of her house. I don't really know why. I have a RAV4. It's not in bad shape, and other people park there every single day. So I had my car parked at the end of my driveway, and it was covering the end of my driveway a little bit. So she called the police, got my car ticketed. So when I moved my car up a few feet so that it was legal, but still in front of her house, because someone was parked in front of my house when I moved my car. They had moved, obviously, in between that time. So I went back in my house after moving my car, and I look out the window and my car is in front of my house. And I thought maybe it was me and I just don't remember doing that. I don't know. I honestly had no idea. I genuinely gave her the benefit of the doubt and thought I had done it. So I moved the car back because I don't like it in front of my house because her spot has a street light, which is exactly the moment that you see here when she comes out and moves my car. So unfortunately, I can't give you all the details, but the police have been called, lawyers have been called, and I'm going to give you an update. Hopefully, you will get to see her, you know, we're not going to talk about it, but I'm hopefully going to get video of her getting arrested tonight. So stay tuned. I'll be back. Thanks, guys.
The way Joelle explains the lead up to this confrontation is a little confusing, but essentially this was not her first time noticing that the neighbor had moved her car. This happened after the car had already been moved in this fashion one time. She just, she didn't know how the neighbor had gone about moving her car, to the point where the only possible solution, that she had used a battering ram, her own car as a battering ram, made so little sense that she did a double take and actually thought she must have moved it herself and just forgotten. So the neighbor had apparently called the police on Joelle for blocking her own driveway, which seems to me like something that would be easy to get dismissed, but I don't know. And when she moved up a few feet so that she was parked legally, she found herself parked much more squarely in front of our tomato neighbor's house. Tomato neighbor then came out of the house, and while Joelle wasn't looking, battering rammed her car out of the legal public parking spot. But importantly, we also discovered that the sole reason Joelle had been parking in front of her neighbor's house instead of her own, where there seems to be room to park, is because of a street light that overlooks the area of the street, but not her own. I can't lie, I started to get a feeling at that point that Joelle had realized her neighbor was possibly a bit unhinged before any of this craziness had happened, and perhaps due to some previous unpleasant exchanges with the tomato neighbor, had decided to park in front of this woman's house just to get a rise out of her, which, folks, look, I'm not above it, all right? Also worth noting, and as a counter to my last point, though, she mentions later that there have been some break-ins in the neighborhood, and that's why she liked the street light. She liked to use it because she was nervous, I guess. So obviously what the tomato neighbor did appeared to be blatantly illegal, and TikTok users begged Joelle for another update on what had happened to this woman. As you could see from the end of her last video, she was hoping to capture the arrest on camera. So a few hours after that first video, she made 3 more update videos that explain like what happened to this lady and a little bit more about why she was choosing to park there, because apparently some other people also drew the conclusion that I did, that maybe she had been antagonizing this woman because of previous arguments or something that they had been in. But she posted these update videos, which kind of clear everything up.
Okay, guys, I got the update. Thank you so much for tuning in. I just want to say I appreciate all of your comments, positive, negative. They're all great. I appreciate it. And here's my update. The police came and I signed the deposition today. So they might be coming back tonight to arrest her. And if not, tomorrow. But I got the good spot set up in my house so that I can video the whole thing. And the police are just as shocked as I am that this is happening. So they, in their 15 years of working this beat, apparently have never seen anything like it. But the update so far is she is getting charged with an E-class felony, and she is going to be arrested. And I have a good spot set up in my house so that I could film the whole thing. There is so far $4,500 worth of damages to my car. And that's about it. We signed the deposition today, so hopefully the juicy video of her getting arrested will be coming soon. Thanks, guys. Hey, guys. I just wanted to say thank you for getting angry for me. And I want to let you know that I was able to keep my cool because in reality, I wasn't in the car. I wasn't hurt. It's just a car. But I also want to let you know that I parked there because there is a street light in front of her house. And there have been a lot of car break-ins going on lately. So I just like my car parked underneath the light. And that's the only reason. I wasn't trying to antagonize her by any means. It's public street parking. So I park there a lot, as do many other of my neighbors. So I really appreciate all of your concern, and justice will hopefully be coming soon. And I can update you on that. But other than that, I just want to say thank you for all of the opinions and comments. They have made me laugh hysterically, most of them, honestly. So thank you. If anything, while I'm stuck here, stuck home without a car to drive, you guys have made it a hilarious experience to go through. So thanks. Bye.
So, Tomato Karen gets her just desserts. The cops have been called and she's been charged with a Class E felony, which, if this state is using the same general 1 to 5 or A through E designation that most do, is the lowest tier felony that you can be charged with. But it's still a felony, so she definitely got wrecked. She'll also more than likely be on the hook for the she said 4,500 in assessed damages so far to the car. I'm no mechanic, but that kind of thing can't be very good for the transmission either. So hopefully she got that in the assessed damages as well. Joelle's final update video was about 1 week ago now, and the only new information that she provided, unfortunately not a video of the arrest, was that the police arrived to arrest Tomato Neighbor, but left after they couldn't find her. However, with the knowledge that she's been charged with a felony, and, ordered to pay back the damages she caused, I don't really know what more we could hope for update-wise here. It seems like a pretty open and shut case of swift Karen justice, right? She's been charged. She's going to have to pay it all back. Obviously, this was not a horribly traumatizing experience for Joelle. She seems to not be taking it too seriously, which I think is the best approach, really, with these kinds of things. So, if she does happen to someday publish this video of this woman getting dramatically arrested next door, you guys will be the first to know. So that's, I guess that's it for today. So I'll see you around.